This is Jennifer Moreau at the Burnaby NOW. I'm here with Ken Kramer, the Liberal candidate for Burnaby-Lougheed. Hello, Ken. Can you tell me a bit about yourself?
Thanks, Jennifer, for inviting me out. So I'm Ken Kramer, and I am the candidate for Burnaby-Lougheed. I'm a lawyer and have owned and operated a small boutique law practice in downtown Vancouver, focusing predominantly on estates and trust law. I'm also a member of the board of the Emergency Medical Assistance Licensing Board. I chair that board, which is a tribunal. I'm also a proud dad to a 7-year-old girl, and very active in community with a number of initiatives, predominantly just on the disability community, but also with other communities and charities. And the ones that have been sort of close to me over the last several years has been predominantly Muscular Dystrophy Canada and the Lions Society for Children with Disabilities.
Okay, good. And how long have you lived in Burnaby?
I am coming up to my 8th year living in Burnaby.
Okay, good. And why do you think you are uniquely qualified to represent this riding?
Well, I'm new to this game, of course, of politics, as you know. And one of the things that I've had a lot of success in over the years is working with others and other stakeholders in community. And I've been very fortunate that not only have I had this great opportunity to work with a lot of different people in government, but I've also had a lot of success. And I think I can take that success that I've accomplished not only in my practice, in my career, but in the community and the initiatives that I've undertaken over the years, and I can apply that skill set to getting results. And really that's why I'm here today, is to try to really make a difference. I believe that voters are looking for a new perspective. They want people that are coming in with fresh ideas. They want to see that their voices are being heard. And I, really pride myself on listening to individuals and working through collaboration and coming up with positive results.
Okay, good. And what would be your personal priority if elected as an MLA?
Well, I think that, I have lots of things I want to be able to do in that role. But I think, when I start, I want to be able to ensure that these great people of Burnaby that have put me into this role to represent them in Victoria actually are feeling like they're really being heard. And it's not enough for us to just hear them today while we go through this election process. It's about hearing them after the election process. So starting on May 15th, my plan is to start to initiate ongoing dialogue and continue the dialogue that we're going to undertake over the next 2.5 weeks in gathering information. So I think what I really want to focus on, Jennifer, is learning more about what people actually want, not what I want. Because, what I want is fine, but it's what everybody in this community wants. And clearly we want jobs, we want a good economy, we want good health care, and there are many aspects to that. And what's important to the residents of Burnaby-Lougheed is what's important to me.
Okay. And also, what accomplishment in your life are you most proud of?
Well, I'm one of those individuals that I like to just do, and I don't like to get recognized, to be honest. I find that I get more pleasure out of seeing positive results. One of the things that, though, sort of sets out in my mind is that, I was fortunate in my life to be provided with a lot of good support of family, friends, and organizations. And the one organization that did a lot for me and my family as a youngster and growing up was Muscular Dystrophy Canada. And so being able to, go to school and attend university and develop a career to lay the foundation was really the start of what's enabled me to be here today. And So being able to give back to that organization has been a real sort of triumph for me, and something that I've really, really enjoyed over the years. And back in 2002, I was named the very first person with a neuromuscular disorder. At that time, the organization's 54-year history to be leading the organization. So it's a huge opportunity for me, and I took it very strongly, and because it was so important for me to be able to give back to that organization. And so I spent 6 years in that role, leading and building the revenue base, building the relationships with one of our primary donors and firefighters of Canada, and working with an amazing group of people has been a real honor for me. And then, of course, in October of last year, they were able to honor me, which was very special, with the Queen's Jubilee Medal for my service to that organization. So that was one accomplishment that was quite exciting. The other one, I guess, that kind of stands out, and we've talked about this a little bit, is my work around home support over the last few years, and trying to raise the dollar amount that would be available to individuals with disabilities. And I undertook, in collaboration with government, stakeholders, and community, to work out a solution. And that solution was effectively a $19 million increase over 3 years. So that's a nice highlight. And for me, the benefit of all this is that there's people out there in the province right now who are able to live better lives. And I think I can translate that into this role in government as well.
Excellent. So my last question, who is your role model?
I have a lot of role models. I think there's people that stand out in our lives. But the one that probably stands out for me is my dad, who unfortunately passed away about 3 years ago. We were very, very close, but he also inspired me to undertake any sort of challenges and not be deterred in any way. And he sacrificed a lot for me. In fact, he was a longshoreman for over 45 years in Vancouver, working hard, on the docks, and being able to allow me to have the freedom to be able to have a great childhood, and the beginnings of what would be hopefully and is a great future.
Okay, good. Thank you.
Fantastic.